If you want to take home the belt in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mac, you're gonna need to know your opponents. Now get yourself ready, cause it's time for some of Doc Lewis's tips. Check it out, Mac. That's Super Mario. Looks like he stepped out of the referee uniform for this fight. This man's got more job titles than there are belts in the WVBA. Son, you gotta be ready for everything if you want to win this fight. Well, looks like it's time for the rematch of the century. DK's got a lot more moves since you last met in the ring, but so do you. This Kong has power, but you've got speed. Now show him you're not afraid of his banana slammer, Mac. That man there is Link, and he is one tough customer. He's got gear, gadgets, and most of all, guts. But word on the street is he just woke up from a 100-year nap, and I'm thinking you punch him just right, you can give him another 100 to think it over. Looks like Samus has a bounty on your title, Mac. Show her that it's not about the size of the suit, but the power behind the punch. Throw a haymaker to fly past those weapons of hers, and she'll be looking for a new set of upgrades just to deal with you. Dark Samus is what you get when you accidentally put your Varia suit through a bucket of black paint. This warrior is ruthless and extremely dangerous, Mac. Use the slow startup time of its shots to get in close. That's Yoshi, Mac. This dinosaur comes in more colors than your boxing gloves. Now keep an eye open for his ground pound. You fire off a counter just before it hits you, and you'll deal some serious damage. Yoshi likes to eat up his opponent and turn him into eggs, but you're gonna scramble those plans, son. You better watch out now, Mac. You're fighting a puffball of power known as Kirby. Watch out for his suction ability. Once he gets you in his mouth, he's gonna copy you. Then you'll have to worry about facing your own punch. Hit him with a nice power punch, and you'll be making sure the next thing he's gonna be swallowing is a defeat. That there's Fox McCloud, Mac. He's an ace space pilot. This fella's got a knack for shooting, and when he's got a move, he's faster than the Bull Rush. Just watch him closely and stick to the inside. Land your uppercut, and you'll be able to turn him into a Star Fox. That's Pikachu. They call Pikachu the electric mouse Pokemon, but lately it's made a name for itself as a wrestler. Show that rodent the way we do things here. I heard some boxing coaches want you to eat lightning, but in this case, I think you should just go straight for the knockout. Check it out, Mac. You're up against Luigi, the lean green machine. This guy's got a personality like Von Kaiser, but he packs a mean punch if you get caught in the sweet spot. Use your speed and show him who the real mean green wearing machine is around here. Alright, Mac, you gotta look out for Ness. You remember the Great Tiger? Well, this kid's got even more tricks, and they ain't just illusions neither. This cat likes to swing around his yo-yo like it's going out of style, and I'm pretty sure it is. Now show this kid how we walk the dog. Captain Falcon is one fast dude, and he knows how to handle a fight as well as he does a car. Watch out for his Falcon punch, Mac. It's got a slow wind up, but if it hits you, you'll be the one flying off the track. Counter it just right, and he'll be racing to the hospital. You're up against the balloon Pokemon, Mac. Jigglypuff has some nasty moves that don't even match up to how she uses them in real Pokemon battles. I don't know about people getting hurt by a Pokemon using rest, but in this fight, you best keep your distance. If she sings you to sleep, it's all over, son. Princess Peach is the ruler of the Mushroom Kingdom. Now don't let that crown fool you, son. She ain't gonna be easy. Peach fights dirtier than Aaron Ryan. She'll hit you with a frying pan and a golf club. And she'll use her own people as a shield. It's time for a revolution, son. Send that princess packing. Princess Daisy is the princess of Sarasaland. She's a big fan of flowers and plays a little bit rougher than your average princess. I hear that Waluigi guy likes her too, but she don't give him the time of day. Bowser is in the house, Mac. This big bad king of the Koopas is a force to be reckoned with. Watch out for his drop kick. It ain't special, but you won't care about that when it sends you flying out of the ring. Ice climbers? Well, I've seen stranger things, son. Popo and Nana work as a team. Remember that everything one does, the other does right after. Keep at it, and you'll chip away at this set of icebergs in no time. Watch out, Mac. Sheik is a dangerous ninja. This one fights with more than just cool moves. You'll be dodging knives, grenades, and all kinds of threats. Just remember that when the smoke clears, your fist gotta be the one doing the clearing. Princess Zelda is no joke, Mac. She uses magic spells to control the ring, and when she's in a tight spot, she can teleport away. Now don't worry, son, you've got the courage and power. Just trust my wisdom, and she'll be no match. The doctor is in, Mac. Like I said before, our old referee has a longer resume than Glass Joe's loss record. Keep an eye out for his pills. Remember, winners don't do drugs, Mac. This tiny mouse is Pichu, Mac. You know how you get tired when you throw too many punches? Well, this little fella ain't so different. Every electric shock it uses on you will do some damage to itself. This little guy will tire himself out before you throw your first punch. This blue bird is Falcon Lombardi. He's a hotshot pilot who lets his ego get to him. Show him how fast he can fly into your charged up punches, Mac. I could go for a nice roasted bird. Marth's a royal prince wearing the tiara of a princess. Half the time I can't understand him because he's speaking like Piston Honda. When he starts taunting you to look at him, show him what your uppercut can do. Lucina is the princess of Ylisse and a descendant of the royal king Marth. Her fighting style is just the same, but her sword doesn't have a sweet spot. This chick has seen a lot, so don't expect her to be a pushover either. Now go challenge your fate. Young Link is even shorter than you, Mac, but don't be fooled. He's got the experience of a true warrior. Young Link is the same guy who traveled through time to kick some butt, so why don't you show him how us fellas from the 80s like to rumble? That there's Ganondorf, king of evil. You best watch out, Mac. Despite all his magic spells, this guy mostly goes hand to hand in this ring. His warlock punch will put a spell on you that you'll never forget, so if you can't get out of the way, you better counter. You're up against Mewtwo, son. I hear his type's real good against fighters like you, so stay on your toes, and whatever you do, don't let him stay out of your reach. All that floating around just means it's easier to send him flying. This boy is Roy. That's why they say Roy's our boy. Word on the street is he's just recently learned how to speak English. He's got fire in his blade, Mac, so be careful you don't get sizzled. Crom is the lord of Ylisse, and just like his daughter, wields the sword Falcon. This guy leads his own band of soldiers called the Shepherds, who do good all around the kingdom. Expect a good, clean fight, son. Mr. Game&Watch is the only fella in this whole shebang that's been around longer than the rest of us. And this old timer's got more than just the time, son. Game&Watch can pull off anything he needs to no matter what the situation. Keep an eye on his movements, cause that's the only way to know what he's gonna do. Meta Knight is a skilled swordsman and one of the most powerful foes you gotta watch out for. He moves fast and will slice and dice you faster than you can say turn illegal, Mac. He and Kirby go way back, but their styles are totally different. Do your best, kid. It's Meta Fight Night. Pit is an angel, Mac, or at least likes to dress like one. This kid's got holy weapons and the power of flight, so don't feel too bad when you send him flying. The good news is, I hear he won't be able to read your moves. Dark Pit is just like Pit, but meaner. This kid hits hard and he takes no prisoners. Get in there and show him the divine weapon known as boxing. And don't feel too bad about clipping his wings. Zero Suit Samus is what you get when Samus Aran takes off all that metal armor. She moves quick and likes to zap you with her gun, but with all that defense gone, she's even easier to launch out of the ring. Watch out for her footwork, son. She likes to kick. Wario is as tough as they come, Mac. Believe it or not, this guy spends his time hunting for treasure and lifting weights. I hear he'll eat just about anything, so go ahead and feed him a knuckle sandwich. Just keep him away from my chocolate bars. Solid Snake is a legendary soldier, Mac. Snake's got skills in hand-to-hand combat thanks to his CQC training. You'll have to outsmart him and hit him before he gets himself comfortable, Mac. Now show this cardboard boxer what a real boxer can do. Ike is a tough mercenary leader. His sword is heavy and powerful. This guy looks like he goes up and down in his weight class pretty often, so always be ready, son. He fights for his friends, but I know you can see this to the end. The Pokémon Trainer brought 3 of his pals to play. Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard will show you the power of nature one at a time. No matter which one you're up against, hang in there till you get your uppercut ready. Then, show them a hit that's super effective. Diddy Kong is related to that big old Donkey Kong. Diddy's fast and crafty. If he puts you into slip, it's because he brought a banana peel. Now let's see if that pop gun can stand up to your punch. Lucas is a psychic just like Ness. He's had a pretty hard time of it from what I heard. Lucas is a timid boy, but he's real powerful, son. Anyway, I hope you're not too afraid of snakes. Sonic the Hedgehog is the fastest there is, Mac. This blue blur is gonna keep you looking left and right. I hear he likes to collect rings, but you're gonna make him regret stepping into yours. Let him come to you, and then deliver a knockout he won't forget. King Dedede. I think someone's pulling our legs, son. That fella looks like a blue king hippo. You know the drill. When he opens his mouth, feed him a punch. Then, hit his gut till he falls down. If that don't work, then just keep on punching. Olimar fights using his Pikmin mech. This space case likes to give orders on the battlefield like a general. The Pikmin will give you trouble. Remember that you gotta take out Olimar to win. Land a solid punch and you'll put him back into orbit. Lucario is the aura Pokemon. This fighter gets tougher the more you hit him. The more he glows, the tougher he is. Just follow the light and smash him out of the ring, Mac. R.O.B is the robotic operating buddy. I've been thinking of getting one of these for sparring practice. R.O.B has built-in thrusters and laser beam, so you'll want to be ready to dodge. I wonder if robots like chocolate. Toon Link is a skilled sailor and swordsman. This fella is known for controlling the breeze with his Wind Waker. Now get in past his projectiles and you'll be able to knock the wind out of him. Wolf is a ruthless pilot with his own team behind him. This pup won't roll over so easy for you, Mac. His moves cover a decent range, but if you could space yourself just right, he'll be wishing he never left his R-Wing. Ow-woo, ow-woo. The villager is here to play. Planting trees, shooting slingshots. Is there anything this mayor can't do? The answer is beat you, son. Show him the impeachment punch, Mac. The blue bomber Mega Man is a totally different fighter than you. This robot uses his different weapons to get the job done. He'll play keep away as much as he can, so chase him down and make him wish he had an E-Tank. The Wii Fit Trainer is a total fitness expert. The way these cats use yoga makes me think they're gonna start stretching their limbs when they fight. And while they focus on their breathing, you gotta deliver the finishing blow, son. Rosalina is a princess from the heavens, and her partner is a Luma. Together they'll both attack you, Mac. Hit the Luma and it'll become a shooting star. Get Rosalina and she'll be seeing stars. Hey. Let's talk about you now, Mac. You got incredible speed and footwork. Your punches are some of the most powerful here. But let's face it, son, you can't fly. Stay in the center of the ring or you'll be wishing you had wings. Good luck, son. I believe in you. Greninja is a frog-like ninja Pokemon. This critter likes to use water as a weapon. Now watch out for that shadow sneak. If you time it just right, you'll be punishing this Pokemon faster than you can say protein. The Mii fighters come in all shapes and sizes, Mac. The best strategy is to be ready for anything and enter one. Punches, slashes, even zappy guns. You won't know till you see them, so be ready to beat them. Palutena is the goddess of Olympus. Now normally she lets her boy Pit do the work, but it seems like she's interested in joining the party. Palutena's slower than you, but she can keep her distance. Close the gap and she'll be the one praying. Pac-Man is as classic as it gets. This fella likes to eat pellets and waka waka all over the competition. Let's see if your punch can't turn him into a ghost. Robin's a tactician with the mind for combat, son. This spellcaster will use magic tomes to wear you down, but once they're all gone, Robin will be open for a beating. Now talk about a rude awakening. Shulk uses the Monado to fight. That weapon lets him change his style in the middle of battle. This kid's got the power to see the future, but that's alright. Chances are, he's seeing you kick his butt right now. King Koopa's kid is Bowser Jr. This little guy rides around in his vehicle and likes to run you down. If he abandons ship, it's gonna explode. Now watch out for that mallet, son. The Duck Hunt team is a whole squad of fighters. The duck flies, the dog laughs, and the person with the Nintendo Zapper shoots you when you're not looking. These fellas will use anything to win. Once you're done dodging, get in close and send that dog to the pound. Ryu is a world-famous martial artist, Mac. He uses the Hadoken fireball to attack from far away, and he's got a mean uppercut too. You might be wondering if you can win. Well, sure you can. Ken Masters is a street fighter who trained with Ryu under Master Goken. This guy's a real hothead, and it shows in his uppercut. You've already been acquainted, so make sure you don't let him get a leg up on you this time, son. Don't tell him I told you this, but word on the street is he dyes his hair blonde. Cloud's got a lot of things going for him, Mac. Most of them weren't good, but they made him tough. That Buster Sword packs a mean punch, and if he gets his limit break, well, you better watch out, son. Hit him so hard he sees the life stream. Corrin's got the royal baggage of 2 kingdoms, Mac, and the beasthood of a dragon. This one likes to catch you off guard with a slick counter and different strange powers. Don't lose your grip, get on in there and slay the dragon. Bayonetta is an umbral witch, Mac. That means she can control time. Bayonetta uses her hair as a weapon, channeling demons from other worlds to fight for her. I'll be honest with you, son. I don't even know if the judges will let her participate in title matches anymore. The Inklings are fierce fighters, Mac. They use their ink to cover the ring and you in their colors. After that, it's a mess. Make a splash, son. It's time to cook these squids. Ridley is the leader of the Space Pirates, Mac. This guy's more ruthless than Bald Bull on a bad day. If you get scared, just remember that the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Simon Belmont is a vampire hunter, Mac. This fella's built like Super Macho Man. His whip and hunter weapons will keep you at a distance, but once you overcome that, your punches will make him think it's a horrible night for a curse. Richter is Simon's descendant. He too hunts monsters. He's known for having a lot to say to his enemies, so try to not let him talk your ear off, son. He's a skilled martial artist, so be ready for his own uppercut in a pinch, Mac. King K. Rool is the leader of the Kremlings, Mac. This crocodile looks like he could be King Hippo's cousin, but he's got an even tougher belly. His hatred for the Kongs is bananas, so do your old pal DK a favor and knock his block off. Isabelle is a secretary, but don't be fooled, Mac. This girl is a certified fighter. Just don't hurt her, alright? And don't let her have none of my chocolate. It's bad for dogs, Mac. Incineroar is a real piece of work, This fire cat likes to wrestle, and he'll play rough the whole time. When he starts posing for the fans, hit him. If you're lucky, you might even get a star. There's more where that came from, Mac. There are even more fighters that not even I know about coming to take your title. Now come on, son, we gotta do some more training.